And you'll notice, here's the magic thing about the E minor pentatonic over the blues. There are no wrong notes, ever. No matter what chords you're playing, all of these notes work, and that's the beautiful thing about it. It always sounds good. So John, lead us off. So 1, 2, 3, here goes John. Here we go, we're going to copy. 2, 3. John's turn, here we go. Over to us. So I want to invite people who feel confident to use those 4 notes over a 2-bar pattern to play something for us, and we will all copy it back. Now we could pass this all around the room, but maybe we'll just get like 2 or 3 volunteers to try. Who wants to try this? Doing just what John did. Alana.
I'll do it.
So after Alana does 2 bars, we're going to move to, or do you want to do the form, or do you want to just do 2 bars?
Oh, 2 bars.
Okay.
Whatever, I don't know. I can.
Let's
it's not going to be good, but I'll do it.
Right. So Lana will do 2 bars. Who wants to do the next 2 bars? Any volunteers? All right, Melody. So it's going to go 2 bars, and then we all respond 2 bars, and then 2 bars, and we all respond 2 bars. Now we need 2 more bars. Rosa. All right.
That's 1 form.
That's 1 form. So let's do that, and then we'll pass it around. Here we go. So Lana's going to lead off. So 1, 2,
all right.
3, 4. Sounds good over 2 completely different chords, and it changes the tone and it changes the feel of it. It's like continuing the loop. It's like answering the question, the call and response, and it just totally works over a different chord. But it sounds kind of like new material, and that's the cool thing about it.
Yeah.
I noticed too in the blues, there's like, unlike classical music or other music, like there's a space for the melody, and then there's an equal space of silence usually. So it'll be like, come on, baby, do you wanna go? And then you can almost listen and be like an echo. So there's almost as much silence as there is lyrical space takes up. That just really lends itself nicely to this call and response.
I want to add one thing too. Like when you're doing the phrases, when you're improvising, it always sits better if you think about the groove of the piece, right? If you're playing like, it just kind of cements everything that you're doing. So always think about that part of the rhythm, the swing rhythm, when you're doing anything with the piece.
That's right. All right, so we need 3 more volunteers to make it through the form. All right, Keith and Beth and Colin.
Yeah.
Keith, Beth, and Colin. And let's get 3 more, and we'll do it twice. All right? Keith, Beth, Colin, and then Jocelyn, and then...
You want to go in?
No, Hannah wants to go.
Oh,
Okay, so Jocelyn, Ellen, and Hannah. All right? We're going to try and remember this. Here we go. 1, 2, take it away, Keith. Okay, Beth. All right, Colin. Awesome. So how many things have we learned now? We've learned the riff blues, we've learned the roots, playing the roots through the form, playing the dominant chords through the form, and the pentatonic notes, the top 4 notes of the E minor pentatonic scale. So we're totally moving. Now, John, could you talk a little bit more about the blues, the typical lyrical form, the content, the storytelling aspect, etc.?
Sure, I'll touch on that a little bit. So basically, the blues, it has a lot of common themes with country songs or various folk songs. Mostly about potentially relationship problems. So maybe my old lady done me wrong.
Amen.
Or maybe she didn't her
You're right.
Depends.
Could be about your dog. The dog won't be quiet. Could be about a whole wealth of things. And one thing that some people get wrong is they think of blues as being a sad music, right? Because it came out of some form of oppression. But to me, the blues is sort of like, it's an expression of freedom. And it's also an expression of joy. So it's really not a sad song. There's sad circumstances, and this was sort of their escape from those bad times. Notably the African Americans from Louisiana, Mississippi, all over. And the thing that's really great about the blues is it's a universal form. So anyone can learn it. It's probably the first thing I learned on guitar. And it just has a really simple and accessible form and materials, as we can see. We're all learning how to play it in one class, right? It's really great. And then it expands out. So blues mixed with ragtime sort of helped create the jazz idiom. So it's sort of in the history of all North American music, with the exception of Aboriginal First Nations music. So it's really, yeah, it's great. It's a great art form, basically. So rock comes out of it. That's what they say. They said blues had a baby. It was rock.